And so far we've been driving along the roads of Tokyo and out onto the highway, and Peter nearly hit a toll bar.
Whoa. It was really slow to open, but everyone else was just speeding through it, and then it just went, it was like classic Japanese, like robotic stuff. It was just went
I mean,
up and down. It was crazy. I was like, oh, far out, we're going to crash into this thing, we're going to take the barrier out, the pole going to be after us.
There's something to be said for confidence, that's all I'm going to say. You just went straight for it, there was no stopping, and then at the last minute you thought it wasn't going to open, so you started to slow down and we swerved, and I was like, Jesus, what is happening? Luckily it opened, we are alive and well, and we're on our way to Nikko, and we've got 2 hours to go, so...
Yeah, 2 hours to go until we see some beautiful waterfalls out there, so...
Waterfalls.
Yeah, I don't really know a whole bunch about Nikko, other than that we have heard from some extended family.
Yeah.
Cam's cousin.
Yeah.
That it's apparently beautiful and it was the highlight of her trip, so we decided to bite the bullet, rent the car for the day from Nissan Rent-A-Car in Takadano Baba, and yeah, we're on the way out, so we've got a couple of hours to go.
So we'll see you then.
We only had a day to explore Nikko, as it was a last-minute addition to our plans. So if you do make the trip, we would recommend spending a couple of days exploring, as there's so much to do. We awoke early, hired a car in Tokyo, and made our way out into the wilderness. So we're currently at Shinkyo Bridge, which is at the base of the Nikko mountains. It is 28 metres long and nearly 8 metres wide. It's a beautiful big red bridge with water flowing underneath. And what does the legend tell us about it?
The legend of Shodo Shonen is that he needed to cross the bridge, and for the bridge to be created, 2 snakes appeared and they formed the bridge for him to cross. So yeah, and under that legend, I'm guessing it's quite a spiritual thing for the Japanese people, and that's why it was created as a UNESCO World Heritage Site just behind us.
Yeah, so since 1999 it's been World Heritage listed. So have a look.
Following the Shinkyo Bridge, we made our way to the shrines and temples of Nikko, the Toshogu and the Futarasan Jinja Shrine, and the Rinnoji Buddhist Temple.
So the Shinkyo Bridge belongs to the Nikko Futarasana Shrinko Shrine.
So the Shinto Bridge belongs to the Nikko Futarashama. The Shinto Bridge belongs to the The Shinkyo Bridge belongs to the Nikko Futarasan Jinja Temple.
Hello.
So the Shinkyo Bridge belongs to the Nikko Futarasan Jinja Shrine.
And it's just behind us, so we're about to explore it now.
So we are standing in front of the Kongo cherry tree in front of the Rinnoji Shrine. This shrine, oh God. So we are standing here in front of the Rinnoji Shrine, but right behind us here is the Kongo cherry tree. This particular tree was moved here in 1881, and at the time it was almost 400 years old.
So Jinko, who was the abbot of the Rinnoji temple, moved it here and was worried it wasn't going to survive, being nearly 400 years old, and moved from a nearby place. So he chanted sutras in front of it every morning, and soon enough it planted roots and it stands tall today in 2024. So it's pretty impressive.
And it's known as, what's the word?
It's known as the Kongo cherry tree, which actually means diamond in English.
Kongo means diamond.
Meaning that it's, very strong, well rooted, but also very precious.
Kongo means diamond in Buddhist.
There you go.
Baby.
My bad.
All good.
Same height. The Toshogu enshrines the most famous samurai leader, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and includes a towering, colourful 5-storey pagoda,
The 5 stories of the pagoda represent the elements of existence in ascending order: earth, water, fire, wind, and the void.
These pairs of cryptomeria trees are joined at the roots and are said to bring good fortune in romance, relations between married couples, and family life. These are the parent and child cedars on the left, whilst on the right we have the lovers' cedars.
It's one hell of a sword. One hell of a sword.
Sword? What's happening? Sword? Whilst wandering through the shrine, we drank from the Fountain of Youth, or the Futara Risen, which is gathered from the mountains nearby and is said to have healing properties whilst also being perfect for making tea and sake. Delicious and fresh.
Do you feel younger?
About 20 years younger.
How's your eyes?
I can see. So clear.
Here is the Bakadora ghost lantern, which is said to have been mistaken for an intruder at night time. This resulted in the lantern receiving 70 small cuts after it was attacked by the samurai guarding the grounds of the shrine.
All the little edges.
You see the cuts?
Yeah, with the samurais have
Sliced into it.
sliced at it. Heading to the abyss. Nikko's abyss. I think I've seen bigger abysses before, but we'll see what they've got to offer up here in the fluffy mountains of Honshu.
When did you see a bigger abyss?
If I tell you, you might get offended. We then made our way up the mountain to the Kegon Falls and Nikko National Park.
It's officially snowing in Nikko on the mountain.
The Kegon Falls are much better viewed from the lower viewing deck, so you'll need to go down the lift to check these out.
In the elevator.
Yeah, in the elevator. Some lovely elevator music going on in the background. Speed, 150 metres a minute. Rise 100 metres, takes us 60 seconds there in the elevator. 12 passengers, 2,000 kilos, that's definitely Camilla and I combined. And total 30 days. No smoking yet, thank you.
Alright, let's go. Extra support.
A bit frosty on the nuts. It's alright.
Extra support on the John Swallow.
Perfect. Lean back just a little bit, like you're on the horse.
So here we are at Kegon Waterfalls, and Nihan Waterfall is just down below. And if you make a trip to Nikko, this is absolutely breathtaking. You have to come here.
Yeah, like this is half an hour sort of out of Nikko, half an hour drive further, but this is the absolute highlight. This waterfall is extremely impressive. It is very cold here because we've just come and it's blowing its absolute nut off up here. So it's pretty fresh. Cam's gone into full Antarcticals mode. So the fingers are a bit like, but yeah, it is actually awesome up here. If you're into your photography, like having a bit of an exposure shot's also beautiful. And yeah, look at that behind us.
Absolutely beautiful. Definitely make the trip.
Yeah, definitely the highlight of your day
The highlight of Nikko.
up in Nikko.
My favourite part, for sure.
Unless you're super religious and into the shrine stuff. If you're more into nature like us two, this is your bucket list item for Nikko for sure.
100%. Just a little side note, it's 570 yen per person to catch the elevator down to see the waterfalls from the bottom, but it is well worth it.
The view from the top's great, but I would recommend coming down the bottom because you get a real nice perspective of both Kegon and Nihan waterfall down at the bottom observation deck.
Absolutely.
We then decided to continue driving around the national park to see what we would stumble across, and we found a beautiful frozen lake where we stopped for a quick photo.
Let's go frozen out here.
A little further along on our journey, we discovered a second frozen lake, and as we ventured towards it, we noticed some rustling in the bushes.
Did you expect to see a snow monkey up here, Bo?
I did not expect to see a snow monkey up here, and I am so excited. It was one of the things on our list of things to do, and we got to see one. And there's actually more than one. There was a whole family, and there's actually one running behind you right now. They're everywhere. It's amazing. Beautiful, majestic monkeys. So we are at Nikko Yamato.
The Nikko special continues. We have found our way up to Nikko Yamato ski resort, and we're on the edge of this gorgeous frozen lake here.
Lake Yamato behind us.
And we've gone from getting a full summer experience to a proper taste of winter up here. Cam is shivering. We've actually seen snow monkeys in the wild, which is absolutely outrageous. I did not expect to see that. And yeah, the snow is coming down.
It's a winter wonderland around here.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here, majestic. We've had literally, other than it being cold, we have had 4 seasons in one day. And yeah, definitely happy campers, come up here. Enjoy the craziness.
Get it done. It's amazing.
A little bit added bonus to your trip. Come up to Yamato.
So if you're wanting to get away from the hustle and bustle of the Tokyo lifestyle, Nikko is just a short 2-hour drive out into the wilderness, and you get to see beautiful places like this.
Places, yeah. If you want to refresh the soul and the concrete jungle of Tokyo gets too much, put Nikko on your list. It is well and truly worth it.
From Adventure Seekers, until next time.
See you out there. Keep seeking adventure, guys. Catch you later.